Welcome back, WWE Universe. The summer heat is rising, and you know what that means. SummerSlam 2024 is just around the corner. We've got an electrifying card shaping up with blockbuster matches that promise to deliver non-stop action. Let's dive into the potential matchups for this year's biggest party of the summer. First up, the highly anticipated showdown for the Undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. The American Nightmare has been on an unstoppable run since winning the title, but standing in his way is none other than the Viper Randy Orton, a 14-time world champion with a legacy of legendary rivalries. Will Cody Rhodes' championship reign continue, or will Orton remind everyone why he's one of the greatest of all time? Also, is it too early for this matchup? Perhaps so, given the rich history between these two. There might not be enough time for WWE to cover it and leading up to SummerSlam coming out of Money in the Bank. But considering WWE was willing to do Rhodes versus Styles twice, I would venture to guess that perhaps WWE would be willing to do the same in regards to Rhodes versus Orton. I wouldn't mind seeing a couple matchups. Even if he and results still be the same, you got to get to WrestleMania 41 somehow with Cody Rhodes as champion. Why not do a couple matches between Rhodes and Orton? There we go. Next, for the World Heavyweight Championship, we have Damian Priest taking on Gunther. Priest, with his blend of power and agility, has been a dominant force, but Gunther, known for his brutal, hard-hitting style, is a formidable opponent. This Clash of Titans promises to be a hard-hitting affair that could steal the show. Can Priest's agility outmaneuver Gunther's raw strength, or will this be Gunther's true crowning moment? If you think about it, he hasn't put the crown on his head once since he won it. One thing is for sure, this one's a slobber knocker waiting to happen. Who will walk out as the World Heavyweight Champion? Now, I know Priest does have a title defense against Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank. I don't think Priest loses the title. I think he retains and then rolls right into SummerSlam, still the World Heavyweight Champion. For the WWE Women's Champion, I'm going backwards here, and yep, there we go. For the WWE Women's Championship, it's Bayley versus Nia Jax. The role model, Bayley, the role model, has been a beacon of excellence in the women's division since winning the title, but she faces a huge challenge, literally and figuratively, in Nia Jax. Known for her sheer power and dominance, Jax is looking to reclaim her spot at the top and pay off that win she got at Queen of the Ring. Can Bayley outsmart the irresistible force, or will Nia Jax squash her en route to victory? This is a tough match to call because this one can go either way. There's a case to be made for Nia Jax to win, especially considering she's the Queen of the Ring. There's also a case to be made for Bayley retaining the title. In a match that has been brewing since the Royal Rumble back in January, Drew McIntyre goes head-to-head with CM Punk. McIntyre, the Scottish Warrior, who might become a psychopath again after what happened at Clash at the Castle, has proven time and again that he belongs among the elite. Meanwhile, Punk, with his rebellious spirit and unmatched mic skills, is looking to make a statement. This battle of pride and prowess will undoubtedly be a highlight of SummerSlam. Who will come out on top? Will it be the Claymore, or will it be the GTS? Now, I know McIntyre did quit on Monday Night Raw. As we all know, that's a storyline thing. I'm very curious to see where WWE goes with this. And I'm also looking forward to Friday Night SmackDown in Chicago, where CM Punk makes the announcement that everyone expects him to make, and that is that he is medically cleared to compete. And finally, the battle for supremacy within the Anoa'i family reaches a boiling point as Solo Sikoa takes on Roman Reigns for the title of head of the table. Reigns, the tribal chief, once ruled with an iron fist, but Solo Sikoa, his own blood, hungry for recognition and power, is challenging his authority. Reigns has been absent since losing at WrestleMania 40, leaving a power vacuum in the bloodline that Solo Sikoa has filled. Since taking over, Sikoa has made his mark, kicking out Jimmy Uso and adding Tama Tonga and Tanga Loa to the bloodline. This isn't just a fight for dominance, it's personal. The title of head of the table is at stake. Blood ties versus tribal loyalty. Who will emerge as the true head of the table, and who might show up in this match. Interesting note here, Roman Reigns unfollowed Solo Sikoa on Instagram. That's an interesting thing to take note of too, because that might signal that Roman Reigns is in fact displeased with what Solo Sikoa has been doing, and that Solo might have been lying when he said he was talking to the tribal chief, assuming that the tribal chief that Solo was referring to is Roman Reigns, and that perhaps maybe The Rock isn't also behind the scenes trying to manipulate things as well. There's talk about Tonga, and I think it's Tonga's brother. He's part of the family with Tonga and Loa Haikua. I'm probably butchering the name, but there's talk about a couple more names being introduced. Jacob Fatu is another one. It sounds like he's been confirmed signed to WWE. Jimmy Uso, he's got to factor into this at some point. He's been out of action for quite some time. You imagine he's coming back at some point. Jey Uso, where does he factor into all this as well too? So there's a lot at play here. This is probably about the most interesting storyline to follow going into SummerSlam. So I like this potential matchup the most. Going backwards again. Okay, and there you have it, folks. SummerSlam 2024 promises heart-stopping action, drama, and unforgettable moments. Do not miss the biggest event of the summer. I know Money in the Bank is coming up first, and I'm looking forward to see what's coming up for that. But Clash of the Castle certainly laid some groundwork for, or Clash of the Castle provided possible insight as to what SummerSlam could look like. Hence the reason for this episode. I'm providing a preview as to what could come at SummerSlam. But also keeping in mind that Money in the Bank will still happen, and I will be doing a video for Money in the Bank as well, talking about who should win the men's ladder match and who should win the women's ladder match. Until then, I'm Dougie Duck signing off, and remember, in the square circle, anything can happen.